Hello, welcome back. The topic today is water and digestion. So we all know our body is made up of 70% of the body weight is made up of water. So water is very essential for the normal function of the body. So suppose we are dehydrated, definitely all the cells will be dehydrated and will be reduced in size. So the function of the cells will be affected. And moreover, everybody most of the time you would have heard like during having food, don't drink water, have only a warm water, you should not take ice water, all these things and all usually related to digestion part. So and digestion normally starts from the mouth itself. The saliva in a day, almost 1.5 liters of saliva we secrete, and without our knowledge, we are swallowing it. So the saliva has amylase. The amylase is the starts the digestion process in the stomach itself. So the saliva is 1.5 liters, and the stomach gastric juice is almost 2.5 liters a day. Then we have a bile from the liver, 500 ml. Then pancreatic juice, almost 1.5 liters. This much of fluid is secreted into the intestinal system, and almost 6 liters of these fluids are uh, absorbed in the small intestine, and almost 1 liter is absorbed in the large intestine, and almost 250 ml is secreted out in the motion. So water is essential to keep the or to keep the motion soft, so that to avoid the constipation, water is very essential. Number one. Number two, most of the minerals and micronutrients are water soluble. So a best example, water soluble vitamins, B and C. So water is very essential for the absorption of these micronutrients. And not only that, our acid is nothing but water. So we need liquids or water for the proper digestion. And most of the time, suppose somebody has a acidity problem, to reduce the acid, it's best, every half an hour if they take off a glass of water that can dilute the acid. And more people sometimes say, so don't drink water when when you're having the food, but it's nothing like that. So when you are young, whether you take water during the food intake, or you take tea, coffee, nothing usually happens. And they say you should take only hot water. No. And they say you should not take ice water. Any liquids is okay. It's all up to the individual body to accept that. Suppose you don't not comfortable with the ice water, you don't have to take. You can take hot, warm water. Otherwise, room temperature water is more than sufficient. And people with the GERD, the gastroesophageal reflux disease, they are the only time where we always encourage them. Suppose during food intake, 15 minutes to 30 minutes before having the food, take liquids or water, so that the dryness, everything will go. Don't take too much of water when you're having food, because food and water, easily the reflux will come. So during the food intake, suppose you feel dry, you can wet or you can sip little bit, but don't take too much of water. And after taking food, maybe half an hour to 1 hour, you can have water. So people with reflux disease, GERD or GERD, they can have 15 to 30 minutes before the food. During the food, they can sip or maybe they can wet. And after 30 minutes to 1 hour after food, they can have water. Otherwise, however it suits you, like warm water, fine, ice water is fine. Or not only waters, people can have juice. But the only thing is with the juice is probably you can gain weight. There's also calorie. So that is the only thing. Otherwise, uh, water is very essential for the normal, not only for the normal function, but also for the digestion. So avoid dehydration, take adequate water, and help your digestion process. Thank you.